Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your first Zodiac Horoscope reading for February. We're going to be looking at present, past, focus, future. We're going to be looking at your present situation, energy around it, any past energies that may be influencing it, what you need to shift your focus to and focus on, and what's the possible future outcome if you do shift your focus or if you don't. So let's get right into this. Remember, Sagittarius, this is if you are a Sag Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you have your Venus in Sagittarius, you can look at this from a relationship perspective, any type of relationship. But let's get started here with my Colette Baron read cards. Loving them for this reading. Snapshot of your present situation. The dream of co-creation. Manifestation. Divine partnership, frequency alignment. Is your present situation right now dependent on someone else? Do you need someone else in this present situation? Or you need them to complete it? You need them to help you with it? Or you just wish you had someone who could help you with that? Whatever it is, okay? Are you trying to manifest in a partner right now to help you with this? It does say divine partnership. I mean, you can also think of, spirit, God, source, universe, or whomever it is for you. But let's get a tarot here to go with that. Love begins. Look, this is the Ace of Cups. I'm going to say, just Sagittarius, for some of you, this may be in context of relationship, okay? Finding that perfect partner. Aces are new beginnings. It's finding that new partnership, new relationship. It's maybe because we have dream of co-creation. Is it a partner, like I said, someone that you need to help you do something? I feel like that's what we're talking about here. Definitely you need partnership in this for something new, whether in any area of your life, to get something going, to get something off the ground, to have a new start. For some of you, and I haven't mentioned this for a long time, but when it pops in, it pops in. Maybe you are recently widowed, or not recently, but maybe you are a widower, or you've been divorced, and it's, time has passed, and you're now saying, you know what, it's time for me to step out and find, a new relationship in my life, even if it's friendship for right now, companionship. If that is your situation, okay? But let's keep going here. What past energies could be influencing this? And we have Field of Dreams. Oh, wow. I just feel like this is going to be a feel-good reading for you, Sagittarius. The Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. That's what that is. Okay, let me get the tarot. I don't even know if this is a past energy. Ouch. Darn, sometimes that hurts when I do that. New beginnings again. Okay, Sagittarius, what I just feel this is, sometimes spirit goes off script in the in the reading, and they're like, yeah, we're not really answering that, because normally the past influence kind of is something that has prevented. Okay. When I saw Field of Dreams, I saw number 21, which makes me think of a 3. And I was going to say, maybe if you build it, they will come. You need to communicate. Maybe you need to put the word out there. Okay, here we go. Maybe you need to, to your friends, to your family, like everyone, your coworkers. I'm thinking that I'm ready to try to find a new person. Or if you're someone and you just need a new creator in business, or whatever it may be, you put the word out there. And maybe in the past you didn't do that. Okay, but they're saying in order, again, new beginning right here, new beginning right here, you need to put the word out, right? Look at all the little fairies here. You need to put the word out that this is what you want to do. And maybe in the past you never would have done that, or maybe just and I'm going to call it, because this is new beginnings, in the life before this new start for you, you would never have dreamed, okay, of putting it out there like that. But I think you have to. Okay, let's talk about what you need to focus on. This is, look, if you were looking to see if it's time for a new beginning, or if it's time to try to manifest in, you know, like I said, a companion, a new romance, a new friendship, a new partnership in business, or whatever it may be, now is the time. Maybe for some of you, you just need some joy and love and compassion in your life, and that's why you're doing this. It'll be different for different people, but what do you need to focus on? Awakening the genius. Oh, I like that. Awakening the genius. Is that like thinking of new creative ideas to make this new beginning happen, or how you're going to create your own field of dreams, right? If you build it, if you send the message out, they will come. Maybe you're going to need to be very creative and crafty about this. It could be something like that. And look, what do we have? Balance. Number 11, which is the Justice card. Approaching it, I think how you need to focus on this is approaching it from the perspective of this needs to be good for everyone involved. And look at how that angel's wings are the same color as this card. I love it when that happens. You'll notice me mention that in readings with the color. But this should just be good and balanced and good for both people involved, not just for you, but for them as well, right? There should be give and take. I was just thinking, if it's, they're kind of giving me, if it's someone that you're going into like a partnership with, say for in creativity, I don't know what that means. Maybe you're open up a craft shop, or I don't know, or it's two artists getting together and you're going to give lessons, whatever, that type of thing. If it's a creative endeavor you're doing with someone else, again, there needs to be the give and take. I almost feel like, or balance, like one of you is going to be really good at one thing and one of you would be really good at the other. And so you complement one another. Okay, so focus on that. Now, let's look at advice or guidance to shift your focus, okay? Right here, you know, maybe you're hearing this and you're like, I'm not going to put out there, or there's no new beginning in love for me. You don't know that, okay? But again, if that's how you're feeling, then this probably wouldn't be your reading, right? But if you've been feeling that somewhere, and don't lie to yourself, if you have, in whatever way, this is your reading. So let's look at how to shift, or advice or guidance to shift your focus when the grit becomes a pearl. Like, seriously, Sagittarius, I don't know. I don't know what you have done to deserve this, but wow, this is really, really good. Like, there's a pearl at the end of this, right? Like, come on. So let me get, oh, and that card just came out. Your cards are even coming out for the most part. Emotional loss. Yeah. Whatever's been happening up until now, maybe, like I said, if you are widowed or if you are divorced or whatever it may be. And again, doesn't have to be, because this could be a partnership. But maybe in the past, there was definitely a feeling of you know, think of it this way in the Rider-Waite cards, because that's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. There's the 5 cups. Everything looks good. There's a castle across the river. There's a bridge to take you to the castle. But you're turned the other way because you had 5 full cups and 2 of them have spilled. I think, or 3 of them have spilled. I can't remember exactly. But whatever, the full ones are behind you, but you're not focusing on those full ones. You don't see that there's still hope. You're just focusing on what's been lost. And if you are widowed or divorced, understandable, or whatever may have happened. But this is Spirit saying, you know what? It's time to shift your focus. That was the grit. There's a pearl on the other side of this for you. This is a beautiful, beautiful message, Sagittarius. And no matter how it's resonating, if you're getting it, you're getting it, right? But now let's look at the possible future outcome if you shift your focus. If you are willing to accept this, okay, and get out of the, oh, I would never do anything like that, ever. Shift your focus around. Tick tock. It's almost like, this will sound strange, but it's almost like, you know, you've been set on a timer. Okay, you've whether you've set yourself on a timer or just a circumstance, your situation has set you on a timer, like there's a timeline or a time frame. It's like if you take this, that blows up, right? That explodes. It's over. You're no longer waiting, maybe, or on a timeline, or feeling the pressure, whatever that is. I'm gonna say it's like time's up to move forward, to start focusing on this. Time's up. Okay, if you choose to do it, time's up. You move forward to the new beginnings. But what if you don't choose this? What if you stay in the, oh my heavens, I would never put the word out that I need a partner to help me in business or with my creativity or in romance or friendship or companionship, whatever. What happens then? There's no happy. And do you love how these colors are also tying in? But there's no happy. There's no happy ending here. You're still, I feel like, in this, I want to say, Sagittarius, it's like when, for example, if you were divorced, if you just broke up with someone, you weren't even married, okay? Or if someone has passed away and you feel like, oh, well, I couldn't even consider doing anything for 2 years, or I couldn't consider even going out and finding a companion less than 12 months from the ending of whatever this was. That keeps you in that on that timer, right? Like the timer that just keeps going and going and going and never ends. And you never find your happiness at the end of it, Sagittarius. That would be the outcome. And you don't want that. You want the happy, right? You want this little time, this timer to blow up so that you're no longer on that timeline, that in that time frame. Wow, what an interesting message for you, Sagittarius, but not just interesting, really, really positive. And also I feel like a message of it's okay, it's time to do this. There's a pearl waiting for you somewhere in all of this. So Sagittarius, I really hope you shift your focus and focus on this here and get away from this timer and into the happy. That's what I'm hoping for you, okay? So good luck with this. I'm going to be doing my short and sweets towards the end of the month. And in the meantime, if you want further advice or guidance, although I think this is wonderful, go check out some of my other readings. Even if you're attracted to a thumbnail that's not, and that's the little picture on the video, right? If you're attracted to that thumbnail, even if it's not Sagittarius, go watch it. There could be something interesting in there for you. Or if it's a pick a card, go in and do a pick a card pile. There could be something interesting in there for you. Thank you, Sagittarius, and I will see you in one of my other or in the next reading.